Can I just get one chicken biscuit?
Of course, anything else?
That's it.
Yes.
Started my morning off with this 09 RX 250. It's in pretty good shape. I'm just going to machine the rotors and oil change the state and move on to the next car, which I'm still not sure which I'm going to do yet. Maybe this Infinity. I'll see when I get there. So I had a little bit of a setback this morning, a little bit of frustration. So on this 09 RX 250 that I'm looking over, it does need, all it needs is the front rotors machined. And I ended up finding a torn boot on the steering rack on the right side. The boot cover in the inner part of the tie rod, it's completely just like disintegrated. I guess it's got like a leak in there, and it just ate away the boot. But so being a value car, these are the cars that they don't want to put any money into. They hardly want to fix them. So I just priced the boot just to put like a band-aid, you know, just to fucking replace the torn boot and at least keep the oil in there and keep it from leaking. But so as I'm going in there to get it all, you know, squared away and approved, one of the techs stops me and says, he kind of starts almost talking shit a little bit, saying that I need to do the rebuild kit and reseal the rack, and it comes with all kinds of new bullshit or whatever to do it the right way. I'm like, yeah, that is the right way to do it, but it just seems like they're not all about doing shit the right way on these value cars. So I gotta go back to the parts department. I gotta reprice the rebuild kit, and then after he does all that shit, I run back up to the sales manager to get it reapproved. It's like an additional $400, and he basically, you know, talks to me like I'm stupid, saying, what do you say? I like my houses without the landscaping or some shit like that. He was like, basically he just wants, he doesn't want it the right way. He just wants the fucking boot and to hold the fluid, and you know, so there's not an obvious leak. And yeah, it's probably gonna happen again, but probably a while down the road. It'll be fine for a while, but yeah, just a little bit of waste of time having to run around and get shit reapproved just to get denied at the end by the sales guy. So I guess it's kind of my fault. I just should have stuck with my gut instincts and just went with the boot repair by itself instead of letting the other technician convince me to price out the rebuild kit and taking that to the sales manager. But I don't know. Okay, so the boot's not going to be until tomorrow. I got to machine the rotors and shit. I'm going to save this car for tomorrow so that I do it all at once at the same time. And I'm going to go grab my next car, which is an Infinity FX35. It's got a lot of miles, so it might end up being an auction car. Who knows? But alright. Well, this guy's fucking lost. I can barely like fit my way through here in little cars, and this guy's back here like in this fucking car transport trying to fit his way through here. He's supposed to be going like on the side road that goes alongside the dealership, not back here. It's like the worst place for this right now. Yeah, you're messing everyone up, dude. Since it is a Nissan, I'm going to order the filter before I even do the test drive, just to get it coming as soon as possible. So on this FX35, it'll randomly get stuck in park, and right now I'm just trying to figure out why. So when you hit the pedal, it's supposed to have like a shift lock release. I don't really hear anything. Usually you hear like a solenoid click or something like that, and the shifter kind of like releasing it from park. Okay, but the problem, okay, if I hold down the brake pedal and I kind of just mess with the shifter, I can get it to come out of park. But it's like when you put pressure on it, it's like you have to push forward, hit the release, and then bring it back. So right now I'm just going to take it apart just to kind of make sure I pinpoint the problem before I start pricing out any parts or anything like that. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Besides that, this car's really clean. I just need to turn the rotors and see what's going on with the shifter assembly. Okay, let's see. So I'm pretty sure the issue is going to be in the shifter assembly itself. So this white little piece of plastic here, that's what actually locks it in the park. Once that little pin slides in there, it comes up to lock it, and then down is unlock. And then it'll get stuck. It won't depress it all the way unless you kind of play with the tension on the shifter. You got to really push the shifter forward for it to unlock and then come back. Just, it's kind of finicky, but it's to the point where if a customer is just unknowingly trying to shift it at a park, you know, it's your natural instinct to pull back on the shifter. And if you try and push down on the release and pull back on the shifter, they're gonna think they're stuck in park and stranded. They're not gonna know you gotta push forward, release, and then back. So I'm gonna go ahead and price out the shifter assembly and go from there. I'm sure that pays pretty good, but the shifter assembly, I'm worried that's gonna be too much and they're gonna want to kick this to the auction, because I really like doing interior work. It's probably like my favorite thing to do, because for the most part I can just leave the car running and have the AC going while I'm fixing whatever it is I'm fixing. But yeah, I wonder, let's go get a price on the shifter assembly. So I'm on the way to have lunch with my buddy right now, and I'm driving this GMC Acadia. I did all the work to it. This is the one I did the evap canister and vent valve and all that crap, but I gotta put some miles on it so it'll pass the inspection because all the monitors aren't ready. But okay, so before I left for lunch, right, I was trying to get the Infiniti FX35 approved, and it's more bullshit with, like, they can't agree on the fucking shop rate, and I keep getting stuck in the middle of the battle. It's like the sales manager is saying, the used car sales manager is saying that it's $75 an hour across the board. It doesn't matter what the work being done is. And then I've got this other guy saying that some labor lines are already like special price, the lowest they can be, and they don't get adjusted. So I was trying to write up machine rotors, right? And that's actually one of the lines that doesn't get adjusted. It was like $100 an hour, $100 an hour or something like that. It didn't go down to $75 an hour. The sales manager's freaking out, saying, why is it at $75 an hour? I'm like, look, man, that's what this dude said. It doesn't change. You know, that's how much it is. He's like, I'm not paying that much for labor. That's ridiculous. And so I go to the service manager. He's like basically above all of us, right? And he tells me that it is correct that some of the lines do not adjust. They don't go down to $75 an hour. It is not $75 an hour across the board. The used car sales manager is actually wrong. So here during lunch, he's supposed to be giving him a call and letting him know, like, you know, the way it's going to happen and the way it's got to be. But at the same time, with higher labor rates, he's not going to be likely to approve some of these tickets. He straight up said that if it's not $75 an hour, he's not going to approve it. So, you know, that kind of fucks me over, because it gives, I have less opportunities to flag hours on tickets that I'm not able to actually work on. But, I don't know, more frustration, daily frustrations. Every day it's something else. There's always these little battles, all these little hoops I gotta jump through to get these tickets approved. Yeah, alright, lunchtime. By the way, that shifter assembly, $175 from the junkyard and $625 from the dealer. And I told the guy, I was like, you know, if we get it from the junkyard, I'd be worried that the same issue would happen. You know, it's going to be from another old Infiniti, and it's actually a common problem. So I was like, you know, it'd probably be better to get the dealer new assembly. He was like, good thing we could always return the junkyard unit if it doesn't work. So yeah, if the ticket does get approved, I'm going to be putting a junkyard shifter in this Infiniti.
Back to the sweatshop. What?
Damn, look at that truck.
Man, look at that idiot. Damn, look at these nuts.
Alright, so I just got back from lunch, and I probably put at least maybe 20 miles on this Acadia, and it's still not ready to pass the inspection. It went from 5 incompletes down to 4, and I need 1 for it to pass state. And sometimes these GMs can take a really long time. Like, I've seen where you gotta put like hundreds of miles on it to pass state. So we don't actually get paid to drive them to pass state. We have this guy here, he's like like the valet slash porter type guy, and I'm gonna give him the keys and tell him to drive it around on his downtime to put some miles on this thing and get it to pass. But okay, so now, you know, I left off with this Infiniti in my bay. You know, they were kind of bickering back and forth on what the labor rate's going to be, and if it was the higher of the two, then the dude said he was probably going to send it to auction. But he might have just been like talking shit. I'm not quite sure. So I'm gonna go meet up with him right now and see if this ticket is approved or not, because I need to know what I'm going to do. So the sales manager is at a funeral right now. So that kind of ties me up with getting tickets approved for now. You know, I'm not. He had a loss in the family or something. I'm not quite sure. Which, you know, shit happens and people gotta. I'm surprised that he's actually just taking an hour off and he's gonna be back here later in the day. Like if it was me, I'd probably just take the rest of the day off. But okay, so working on used cars right now and getting shit approved for used cars is out of the question since he's not here. There's usually two dudes in there and they're both gone. So I want to go grab one of the new car inspections. It's a 2020 NX300. So I need some practice on doing those because there's a lot of little things that you got to do to them, to a brand new car with 0 miles. Just real quick, you know, you have to unwrap all the plastics, do the state inspection, program the radio stations, exchange the tires with nitrogen, put nitrogen in the tires. I have to hook up the laptop and do a health check and scan all the modules and make sure everything's okay. I have to insert the dealer address in the GPS. Like I have to put this the phone number and address and all this dealer's information to this location. Got to make sure the clock is right. I'm probably forgetting some shit, but yeah, it all adds up. It takes some time. Like these other guys, they're able to like run through it and do everything really fast. But on my last one, it kind of took me longer than it should have. That, and I also got interrupted and had to jump on a car they were trying to sell. So I need some practice on the new cars. Because that's the first one I'd ever done was the other day. This will be the second one. So I'm fixing to go grab this NX300, the year 2020, 0 miles. So let's go check it out. Alright guys, I'm in another fresh car. It's all wrapped up. So these pay 2 hours to go through them, like I said. I'm going to get the time and basically tell myself that I need to practice on these and knock them out faster than it actually pays. Hold on, I'm going to see what time it is. So right now it's 1:30, so basically if I finish this up before 3:30, I'll be ahead of schedule. You know, I got a lot of little things to run through on this car, so I want to get started and try to knock it out as fast as I can. So I started this new car at 1:30. It's now 2:30. So, yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot better. Like I said, it pays 2 hours to do the new car inspection, and I just learned that doing the nitrogen on the tires is supposed to pay 0.3, but I haven't been charging to do nitrogen on the tires, so I've missed out on like 3 or 4 opportunities to make 0.3s. So that kind of sucks, but I'm gonna put it in there for now on. So really, the new car inspection is 2 hours, state inspection is 0.5, nitrogen is 0.3, so it's 2.8 hours to go through a brand new car. So one of my buddies saw one of my other videos, right, and he saw that I did an OBD inspection on a brand new car, and he was basically saying like, I thought it was a 2-year inspection, like a safety. He was like, nah, one of the guys here said that you do OBD on everything, blah blah blah. Well, it turns out I misunderstood what he said, and Donnie, you're 100% right. It's a 2-year safety inspection. And yeah, I just found out right now. So good thing this is my second PDI, new car inspection. So the first one, I'm gonna have to hunt down and get the VIN number to do the 2-year safety inspection. So yeah. Just a little update. I'm on my second new car inspection. I'm really getting the hang of it and learning how to how to multitask to get these done even faster. Like for example, you got to do the nitrogen, exchanging the tires, and then you got to hook up the computer and do the health check or whatever. Oh, one more thing. On the Infiniti FX35, the one where I diagnosed the shifter and it had brake pulsation. So they ended up selling it today as is. So I'm in the middle of it. It's still torn up. The shifter is still taken apart. Actually, I haven't even done the oil change, and they sold it as is with, or without any repairs or anything done to it. So all that shit was for nothing. So that's pretty cool. So it's about 4:20, and I'm on the way back right now to get my third new car inspection. I haven't really I haven't been doing updates or recording that much. I'm just kind of trying to run through these cars and knock them out as fast as I can. If I can get this third one done, completely done today, that'll be pretty good. That alone is 2.8 times 3. Let me do some math real fast. 8.4? No, that's not right. Is it really? Damn, that's a lot. Okay, yeah, so if I wrap up this third one, I'll have more than 8 hours. Sweet. What is it? It's a Lexus RX 350 2019, 0 miles. Oh, there it is. Shut up. Okay. That's a nice color. Dark blue, RX 350. I wonder if it's the, I don't know if you can hear that siren in the background. But what happens is there'll be multiple guys back here just hitting the panic button. And there'll be cars on opposite ends of this parking lot going off. And then I think it's mine and I go check it out, but it's some other dude trying to find his car too. That happened this morning. That kind of sucked. So I just need to put this car away and then come and get this RX 350 and see how fast I can knock it out. Well, it's another day. So yesterday I finished the day off pretty strong. I knocked out those 3 new car inspections. I got 8.4 hours in the last half of the day, and on top of that same morning I had flagged some more hours. So I don't know, I got anywhere for 10 to 12 hours yesterday. Pretty good day for being really hot and taking a lot of breaks. Not able to work as hard as I would like with how hot it is. But yeah, it's another day, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now and then see if I can get one going for today. Today is Friday the 21st, so alright, let's see if I can squeeze that out of the video.